Hey everybody, I wanted to talk today about my opportunity envelopes. We've talked quite a bit about it in the last couple of weeks, so I thought I'd do a little video so that way it was here for any of our new people when they come on, or just as a refresher when we want to come back. Now, we had heard about the opportunity folders, the opportunity envelopes, when Cheryl Smith was actually down and she had told us a little bit about them. Now, I had been doing them for a little while, so I've taken some of her suggestions and kind of tweaked mine a little bit to come up with something a little new. So here's what they are. Very simple. Your opportunity envelope is just that. It's an envelope. You can use the Tupperware ones that you get through sales aids, or you can just go to the dollar store to get one yourself. It's entirely up to you. This just happens to be the training one that I have, but right now in my car I do have 21 left of just the regular brown envelopes. All of the envelopes, of course, I always make sure I have a label with my name, my email, and my phone number on it. Any piece of paper that you're going to put in here will have that contact information on it. That way, if somebody loses a piece of paper, they find another piece of paper, it still has your information, okay? I do like put a little label on it, a little sticker on here, and it just says, warning, the contents of this envelope can change your life. Now, you can do this two or a couple of different ways. At a party, if somebody checks that they're interested in more information of the opportunity box, you can give them this envelope, and you can tell them not to peek until you talk to them the next day and set up a time to call them. I usually just keep these in my car, in the front seat of my car, at the start of every month. I will print off all the new information for the month, the new Say Yes offer and those things, and I will have them done up. My goal is to pass out one every day for that entire month. And like I said, I keep them in my car. So when I'm running into the mall, running into the grocery store, I'll grab one or two with me. I have them there if I'm going through the drive-thru, and I just hand them out to people who, especially customer service people who've done a really great job, who I'm happy with, who provide a really great customer service. Sometimes I'll give them this because those are the kind of people you want on your team, right? So you pass them out, and then of course always follow up. I never hand out an envelope without getting the contact information. I do also leave a notepad, usually Post-it notes, sticky notes, and pen in my car so I can write down the information as well. So let's just go over the contents of what is in the envelope. I always, of course, have a couple of business cards in here. You want to make sure you do that. And I have them, it's usually paper clipped when I put them in my envelope and set up this way. Now, I always have a printed generic little note explaining what is in the kit, what is in the envelope, my contact information, and just some of the little tips about the Tupperware opportunity, about joining my team, and of course about dating a party. Just something I print off ahead of time. You can make up your own that works for you. Very simple, just a couple of lines. I always like to include the Confidence Start, the current Confidence Start offer, and that's usually the very first thing that they're going to see. Because when they open it up, they're going to see all of the free things that they can earn by becoming a Tupperware consultant. Right down, of course, to the iPad, and that will pique their interest right away. The other little sheet that I like to put in here is a goal sheet, and it's just, if you're very, I'm a very visual person, so by having this, you can break down just how many parties you need to do every month to increase your income, and so you can figure out just how many parties you have to do. Some people think that they have the party every single day to make a living, and you really don't, and this will help them achieve that goal. I always include the current Say Yes offer, so I'll print it out ahead of time. Now sometimes I will, if it's a really great offer, I'll highlight it, I'll circle it, just make note of the price, the $39 down. I just kind of mark this page up quite a bit. You want to draw to wherever I want their attention to go, I'll highlight it. Now one of the things I will mention is when we have a Say Yes flyer, I always print off the consultant agreement on here, okay? If you were to print it right through the Tupperware website, it comes in 2 pages. I'll just do it in double-sided to save on paper. And I want to make sure that they have this. The consultant agreement is something we want all of our consultants to read, and they will get that when they sign in for the first time. It's just another little bit of information for them, and that way if they have any more questions, they can follow up with you, and you can certainly help them out that way, okay? All right. I also include a Where Will the Party Take You flyer. Now you can print this off through the Tupperware website. You could also order it through sales aids. I like the sales aids copy. I think you get 20 for $1. It's not a whole lot, but it's nice, it's glossy, and of course it is colored, and it includes another consultant agreement as well. Okay, and it has all the information in the kit. I think just how many parties you would have to do to get paid every month, and just breaks it down nice. So I like to do that. It just looks very nice and professional. I always include our frank list. So we always encourage our brand new consultants to fill out the frank list. I even encourage my party guests to fill out the frank list. And this will allow them, I guess, the opportunity to realize they have more friends than they think they do. You know, the first thing I hear from a lot of people is, I can't sell Tupperware, I don't know anybody. Or I can't do a party, I don't know anybody. This will break down the people that they do know, and they will be pleasantly surprised by how many people that they do know. So when I have that little generic letter at the start, I'll always include what that frank list is for so that they know, and I encourage them to fill it out. Yes, this one here is something new that I started adding to my flyers, to my opportunity envelopes, and it's just a little flyer here. Now this flyer does come in your brand new kit. You can also order it through sales aids. I think the 5 came in the package for maybe $3. It's nice, it's colored, it's glossy, which is great. And it just goes through a little bit of the information about Tupperware, about the party, has the income disclosure so that they can actually look to see just how much people are making in this business, and how simple it is to grow your team, and just those sorts of things. So I just like to include that. Another great I guess, information for them to have. And like I said, if they have any questions, I'll certainly be able to follow up, but this should cover most of the questions that they do have. And that's it. It's as simple as that. One of the key things when doing an opportunity envelope and passing them out is making sure you get that contact information. You can hand out all these that you want, but if you don't follow up, how can you expect them to join your team? You know, follow up is the key here, as they say. The fortune is in the follow up, right? At a party, I will have 3 or 4 of these prepared ahead of time to pass out. And like I said, at the start of every month, I put 20 or 30 in my car. And my personal goal, is to pass these out. Yes, of course, sometimes, people just out flat refuse. They don't want them. I say, all right, thank you. I'll hand them my business card and kind of move on to the next person. But I mean, we can't build our business without putting ourselves out there. And this is just a really great way to do that, and to give it a try. So I'd love to hear how everybody does. Go out and give it a try, and then send me a message and let me know how it went for you. And thanks, you guys. Have a great day.